the mind is a very complex neural network, especially for, again, driven, intelligent people, like I'm sure most of you are. And so what that can mean then is that we can think about, say, a certain topic again, like maybe getting a promotion, and it can be pinging all kinds of parts of our brain and in memories and emotions that we didn't even feel in our consciousness. And it just kind of comes up as this anxiety feeling, right? So the mind map, what that does is it helps us to really understand what are all those background pieces that are happening and boil it down into some awareness, and then being able to have a good strategy about what to do once we have a really good picture of what's really going on in our minds. So the example I'm going to show you here is when, you can do mind maps about anything, but here's one, for example, about lawyers who might be, say, feeling, kind of disconnected from like the purpose of why they're doing what they're doing and just thinking about their job in general. And they want to reconnect with that and take stock of that. So you would just, on the middle of a paper, you put my job with a circle around it. And then you think, okay, well, what are the first three things that come to mind when I think of that topic? And here's just some examples of what some people might say are some of the first few things that pop into their minds. And then we think about the same thing for each one of those offshoots. So off making a difference, we've got, it's great model for my kids that they see me doing this. I can make charitable donations and I help clients. Now, on the other hand, demands on the time can actually get in the way of time with the kids, and it can get in the way of, my time at the gym. And then financially rewarding that has, some connections as well. Now, what we do next, after we've looked at each one of those items here and really thought about everything it connects to, we then start to notice some of these connections of those topics, right? So we might start to say, wow, okay, so although, the job has demands on my time, which naturally can sometimes limit some time with my kids, on the other hand, it does allow me to be a good model for my kids, that they see what I'm doing. It allows me to have some wonderful times and experiences through vacations. And once we start to have that map of our minds, we can start to make some good strategic choices and insights based on having had that overlook. So I sometimes even think of the mind map. Remember, I showed you that 30,000 foot metacognition view. The mind map is a great way as well to stimulate that metacognition and that oversight of ourselves so that we can make strategic decisions.